This November, Dublin will officially enter the race to become European Capital of Culture for 2020, which is to be hosted by Ireland and Croatia. Dublin are competing against Galway, Limerick, Kilkenny, Waterford and Wexford for the coveted title. The City.ie met up with the youngest campaigner, Jamie Harrington, to find out all about the campaign and how you too can get involved. So what is Dublin 2020 and how did you get involved?
Dublin 2020 is the bid to the European Union to become capital of culture, European capital of culture in 2020. So it's the whole of Dublin getting together and showing everyone how great Dublin really is through culture.
And how did you get involved?
I do a lot of work in the community in Ballymun where I live, and one of the community organisations approached me and offered me the chance to come in and get involved in one small project in Dublin 2020, and they obviously realised how great I was and took me on forever.
And what was that project that you did?
The project was the Teen Chats programme, and I took part in one project and then decided I was moving myself into the office and they couldn't get rid of me, and now I'm here forever.
And what does Dublin 2020 mean for communities like yours in Ballymun?
Dublin 2020 means a lot to my community. I've been talking to some of the local owl ones that knit in the cafe, and they were telling me all about how much they love the idea of it not just being a theatre show or a festival, that it involves everybody and it's inclusion for everybody. I mean, social inclusion is a big thing for my community because we know how it feels to be excluded. So when it was launched, of the theme was division and social inclusion was one of the things in it. Ballymun felt very, very great really and welcomed it with open arms because we know how it feels not to be included in things.
And what have you learned from being a part of Dublin 2020?
I've learned a whole lot. I've learned that I'm not good in an office, that I'm too hyper for an office. I've learned loads of great skills, like how to answer a phone with a really posh phone voice. And I've learned event management skills, something that I'll take with me for life. I've learned life skills. I've learned really good spelling thanks to Claire in the office because she corrects my spelling all the time. I've just learned everything I need to know to set me up for a job in the real world.
And what's the importance of this competition for Dublin?
In my view, the importance is because I'm 16, in 2020 I'll be 21, and the importance is to get young people involved in this project, and we already have, but to remember that it's not only young people living in the city. We have old people like you, young people like me, so we have to remember all the oldies and the youngies.
And so for people that don't know exactly what Dublin 2020 is, how can they get involved or how can they better inform themselves of the project?
You can go to dublin2020.eu. You can email us at info@dublin2020.ie because the emails are weird. You can host a workshop. You can go to a workshop. You can tell your neighbour, you can tell your cousin, you can tell your sister. What other ways is there? There's loads of ways, but dublin2020.eu is the best way to find out.
I'm Niamh O'Donoghue and this is the City.ie.